Hello and welcome back to Rome Total Realism, Imperium Surrectum. Going into part 3 of our Rome campaign, our first full, properly realized Roman legion is on its way down to Carthage. The first one was a little bit scrappier. They were going down to Syracuse as an immediate reaction a little bit before they were ready. That legion, what's left of it, is coming back to be rebuilt and be brought down to deal with the Sicilian Carthaginian territories. However, right now, a lot of its territory is being staffed by Principes. We're down 5 units of Principes and 5 mercs that will eventually be transformed into whatever we can recruit here in Syracuse. Then they'll get on boats, go back, become part of the 3rd Legion. But for now, this is in recovery. We never did have our big conflict with the Sicilian army. Instead, we built forts and pretended they weren't there. And we're gonna keep pretending they're not there for the rest of this campaign. This is never going to be dealt with. That can stay there forever. This port can be blockaded eternally. I don't care. And I guarantee you that at some point this town will grow, and I will be like, oh, we'll build a port, that'll make money. And it won't. It will not make money, because this will be here till the end of time. Now for the dramatic stuff. Let's get moving down towards Carthage. We are 1, 2, 3 turns out from Carthage. We're also 2 turns out from Rome, then we'll get retrained. So around the time we start the war here, the 2nd Legion will start coming down, well, I guess it's the 1st Legion, really, back to Sicily to finish this conflict. Right now, Carthage just started trade rights with us. They probably aren't expecting the war immediately. But Rome is always preparing for the next one. Unfortunately, and this is pretty bad, we are essentially just out of money. Because once we build this Equite and the next Principe, like, this can't even get to Rome. We're out of money. We need the money to retrain our coming legions. And I'm sure we have buildings queued up somewhere, because we queued up so many at one point in time. Actually, it looks like most of them have finally gotten through building them, which is a damn shame, because I need to find some money from somewhere. I bet Carthage has money. That might be how we retrain the legion that goes to Sicily, to be honest. Not seeing how else we manage this, really.
Your Honor, on my way.
Yeah, this is a much better position for this buy. We have full vision of Sicily now. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't checked my tax rates. And there are even territories in Sicily that can have higher taxes without rioting. Not all of them, obviously. So let's go figure out what our taxes can look like in these settlements. Because I feel like we've been leaving a lot of money on the table. All right, we've got up to positive 465 a turn. That's not really anything, unfortunately. This unit is completely worthless to me. It's not a meaningful garrison. Same with this one. It's just costing me money for no benefit. These are also like 1,000 gold a turn that I really don't want to pay for. And if I recall, I think you were basically just unnecessary. Well, if I want to keep your current tax rate, you are necessary, and your tax rate is a minimum, so very close to unnecessary, but not quite. But if I juggle this over, then you can come down, which is not helpful. But okay, I thought I'd be able to move somebody there, and I just wasn't able to. Damn shame. If I were to remove the more expensive unit from the city, they start to riot. So I've got to keep that there. The issue is that presently there is no way we make enough money next turn. We're going to go into negatives. We won't be able to retrain this. We have to sack Carthage, and we aren't sacking Carthage on time. Our current movement seems wrong, though. Let me save the game here real quick and test something. So one thing I've noticed when it comes to Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum is that movement on boats that have commanders is a little bit weird. This looks like normal boat range, but it should be double movement range because it has a commander on it. And I've noticed that displaying very weirdly also. I don't know what's going on here. That's real weird. But it feels like this should happen faster. This should be one of those things where I tell it to move and then it doesn't get as far as I expect it to. Okay, so it's not affected by me having gone piecemeal. For some reason, this boat's just not getting double move speed this turn. I was wondering if having moved it in pieces caused it to not apply somehow. I don't really understand why this boat is not getting the bonus movement speed from having the generals on it, which definitely has applied to boats in the past. I can scrounge up a little bit more money by destroying this barracks that apparently Syracuse built in my lands. But aside from that, there's really nothing else I can do. I'm gonna be honest, if this is only for building like shit units to garrison cheaper, I don't need these buildings and I need the money. So they've got to go. You don't get to be a recruiting center. I was wrong. I need the money. Oh, wait a second. Aren't you costing me money? Oh wait, this is grain exports, not grain imports. Never mind. There are things I want to build with these 5,700 denarii, but I can't. I have to save it to rebuild the army, and I don't even know it's enough. So production goes on the back burner for the first time all campaign as we try to get the Carthaginian war to start smoothly. But for now, we end the turn. Our fleet moves back towards Rome, but it does not reach it. The Principe gets to Rome. In Rome, we retrain said Principe, we train an Equite. There is a 4th and 5th Equite here already. I don't need that many Equites. I would rather bulk up the infantry. And that's cheaper. Meanwhile, our normal speed boat continues to Carthage. Not sure why it's a normal speed boat. It's very problematic for me that it is. There was a volcanic eruption, and it happened, but I don't guess it affected me because I got no other information. And I don't care to build anything anywhere because I know I don't have the money to. Regardless of if it's important cities like Rome or Capua, I just can't build right now. That's not possible. This looks so easy to conquer everything up here. They look so fucking undefended. But because we're already going to war with Carthage, I think it's more important to come straight here. Oh, hey, I see you're freaking out. Yeah, I was supposed to try to find a way to fix this. I can build you another shrine, but that's not even enough. I'm gonna bring down a unit of 90 and send back up. It's not gonna be enough. Oh, you're at very high taxes. You're fine. You're making shit up. You're not a problem. But we do need someone else there to garrison you, unfortunately. Are your taxes above minimum? They are, which means I can take this out, walk it down to here.
Sir!
That's not gonna be enough for you, but for a turn it'll have to do. Like somebody's riding and I can't avoid it. If that's the case, though, I should check which city sucks more. You make 1290, you make 820, so this is the one to let riot. Oh, that could be the governor's influence now that I think about it, but oh well. We continue on with our diplomat towards Pontus, Armenia, and generally the east. Oh yeah, sure, the Galatians. I didn't remember that you were a faction. Will you pay me money for a map? Like, I don't really care how much, just like less than that probably.
What do you consider?
Yeah, 1,200, that's
thanks.
huge for me right now. That's tremendously impactful, thank you. I cared about money so little a few turns ago, but how the times have changed. I could sell my map to the Carthaginians. A diplomat cost me 750 gold. It's probably not worth doing. Should have sold it to them when they asked me for map info, or for trade rights rather, but oh well. I guess that's it for the turn. It feels like I'm missing something, but there's just nothing to build. We're down to negative income. We knew that was coming. Town grows. I'm sorry, Croton. You're gonna have to deal with it. We can't afford you rioting. We knew this was coming as well. But now I think we can bring you here to Ina. Bring this guy, the general, as soon as I manage to click on him, back. And everyone's cool. In fact, you're so cool. You're gonna have very high tax right now. What the fuck changed with you so soon? You're gonna stay at normal. If there's stuff you damage, there isn't, thank God. Okay, nothing else that happened was important. What matters is that I don't think I actually have the money required to retrain all of this. Everyone who's not...
Orders!
I guess I'll take out all the generals that aren't governing this real quick. So, like, am I actually able to retrain this? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I've got bad news for myself. It's multiple turns of retraining and the game lags out when I try. Interesting. Yeah, it's hugely expensive. We're gonna retrain the injured units. That's what really matters. We don't care about upgrading shit. We can't afford to. We're just out of money. Do we recruit this and next turn we exterminate Carthage? I mean, that's optimistic. The boat's not there, is it? The boat's just moving along at casual speeds. If this boat had been going at the normal speed I expected from it, it would have been fine. Is that the biggest scale of city? Goddamn, Carthage. Looking forward to conquering that. I think this is fine, that I can't have everything, right? We'll leave behind the still damaged units, take everything we can afford, and every general that fits in the army, and we'll call it good enough for Sicily and bring it down for the conflict. It's not ideal, but we've still regrouped them with the units we have been building. We've still improved the army at least a little bit. We'll retrain to upgrade the gear on those spearmen with the rest of our money. And now we're going into debt and there's nothing to be done about it, unfortunately. This place can get by without the second Principe at this point. I don't know that I even want to disband it. Because in the future, this does become a relevant unit. But like, how long until then? 10 turns? 20? 9,000, 18,000 denarii for keeping this around? And I don't need it? I just have to get the money out of it now that I'm able to not use it as a garrison. Over here, I need every single thing that is garrisoning that city. Everything else is minimal garrison or even less with just a governor, so there's no way else I can save money. So that's the turn. I think I need to go move a diplomat, but that's it. Found a Cappadocian diplomat, but I might not ever be able to talk to him. We know where he went thanks to queued commands, but that doesn't actually let us talk to him, unfortunately. So hoping to sell him some map info. We have literally no money. Thanks for coming of age. You're super helpful. You're definitely not a problem that I can't afford to buy. Capua expands. Can't afford to do shit about that right now. Let's figure out what this broken and messed up army looks like. The spy gets back in the boat. I didn't even know he got off the boat. He really doesn't want to get on the boat for some reason. That's fine. There's a solution to that. First, who's our general that was leading this? The faction leader. Cool. Get out there. Spy, get with him. Now you both get on the boat. Why can I not get on this boat? Guys. Guys. Is it the spy's fault? What's happening? I'm going to save and load. Or I guess I'm just going to load the start of turn autosave. What the hell's going on with this boat? I can't get on the boat here either. Is the boat like in the wrong position? Now we can. That was so weird. Not sure how being in the port could ever be a problem, but here we are. So, every fully trained unit of Equites, and it looks like we have a poor man's fully trained unit of Equites, gets on the boat. Every single unit of Principes and every single unit of infantry gets on the boat. Unless they're not finished retraining, in which case they can stay behind to someday be a part of the 3rd Legion, which we'll totally be able to afford. These guys have improved swords and decent unit counts they can get in. It's probably just gonna be like literally all of them because we're gonna need them all as garrisons anyway. Faction leader and heir, high unit count, better equipment, all of them fit. How many people are left to go on the boat? 3 more? Those 2 guys could fit in. It's everyone except for the guy governing Rome. Cool, we'll have no shortage of governors for the 2nd Legion. I guess the 1st Legion, the 2nd Legion is the one that's currently in Carthage. Because these guys are all just already on the boat. And we start heading down to Sicily again. It's not the army I'd have picked, but it's the army I can afford. And speaking of affording things, we officially no longer can. But that's about to change very soon. Because for all Carthage's naval superiority, I only need 1 boat to reach their shores. Now, the real question is, do I think I can take both cities at once? And what sort of coward would I be if my answer wasn't yes? We have a 7 and a 2 going one way, and then we just take every other unit and split perfectly evenly. Assuming there's not a standing army in walking distance of this. Oh yeah, absolutely. We need to go to war. We are cripplingly broke. Right, that's the most siege towers we can get with our ladders. The other stack comes here. I'd buy mercs if I could. You don't even have... Oh, you have towers that are so good I can't use ladders, I see. The best play is just to stack towers, I guess. Garrison of 6, garrison of 3. There are no elephants in the mercenary pool, so I don't have to feel bad about being unable to afford them. If there's a standing army in range, this could get really awkward really fast, but otherwise this was nothing but a great decision. And this boat is costing me money that I don't have. There is no escape. You do or you die. Yep, that's one hell of a way to start a war. Just start by sieging their capital and their 2nd most important city, while a ship is currently en route to here. Now it is worth noting that these waters are going to get very dangerous in the next few turns, but currently we can see their boats. Currently. And that's the whole turn, because we're just completely broke. There's nothing left to do. All right, Carthage, what do you got? Their boats left and nothing. Capital down, Utica down. There might be some losses incurred along the way, but nothing that will matter. We're exterminating both of them. We just need the money. Sure, someday they can recruit stuff. Right now, they can't recruit stuff. That's not remotely possible. I just need them to be able to retrain the army once, and they will have enough people left over in Carthage for that. All right, as Carthage has utterly failed to mount a defense, it seems like we can auto-resolve 2 of these fights and just immediately wreck them, right? First one went great. 66 losses is acceptable for sieging the city with big walls. Immediate extermination. No Equite losses, that's wonderful. Of the 2 of you, you both sort of suck, but Marcus the Handsome is notably worse as anything but a ruler. First, I guess I should be making this Principes as terrible as possible. So I'm gonna take everyone except for Marcus and the depleted Principes over to the other fight. I know Utica's not thrilled about this, but actually they're basically fine. Crazy. Because with the Temple of Saturn and a fixed wall, that's all they'll need, although we do need to destroy some... Oh, they don't have any religious buildings. In that case, the only thing I need to destroy is Carthaginian recruitment. And the rest of this gets to stay because I do plan on making this a recruiting center someday. But for now, we have another fight. And this one's slightly bigger. I'm going to go ahead and auto-save, or drop a manual save rather, before this. Because theoretically, with like 6 units in the city, this should be a walkover, like 100 deaths maximum. 60's perfectly fine. That might even be better than what I could have done. So I'll take it. And we exterminate that too. We can't afford to enslave Carthage. It'll make everyone grow. I don't have the money to build any of it. And here we're looking to leave behind our best governor that is not leading the army. That would be you already. Cool. Equites are doing great. Let's figure out what the smallest Principe we can leave behind is. 40 Principes and 1 General Cav. 30% is, again, much better than I was expecting. They're going to be fine, too. Fix all of that. That's Scrain export, so we want to keep it. The Shrine to Melkart, however, is not staying. That is the wrong god. The right god, in case anyone was wondering, is Saturn. And with this and Saturn, they'll get back to above 75. It's still fine. You don't want this Carthaginian recruitment anymore. Up to 28,000 gold currently and 4,400 a turn. That's much, much better. We have a very small army over here. Hanno the Great. Is that your faction here? You're damn right it is. I don't want him in charge of a real army. So here's where I'm at, right? The generals in this army suck. That's part of where I'm at. You're young, aren't you? You're only 21. So I'm gonna have you, although you're a worse general, not by a meaningful amount. I'm gonna have you take every unit of cavalry only. We'll need like 1 or 2 units of Principes. Realistically though, this is just 2 guys. I think 4 Principes is more than enough to handle Clubia. That's probably not how it's pronounced, by the way. I'm fully aware, I just can't make myself do it right. I don't feel like looking it up every time I see it settlement. So the rest of this can come this way, and we're gonna head south, and we're gonna deal with Hanno before we can get any allies with them. Yeah, that needs to get dealt with. You're not allowed to have an army rally to you. He also knows how to night fight, so doing it doesn't help me at all. Let's get in there. Let's wipe out these 2 family members and whatever unit he had with them before Carthage can mount a proper defense. Can the desolate smoke please go away? I want to fight in clear skies. Thank you. Oh, they're also just on top of the hill. Fair enough. All right, we're going to get involved with the Principes. And as we position for that, we're going to get a much wider position over here on the cavalry. Not quite close enough there. Get a little bit closer. We throwing javelins downhill into them, so it should be pretty solid. I think we're good. Looks like we're getting perfectly in position for max range. You two pull further like this. Both of you pull out further back this way. I want a wider, safer charge where we're surrounding things and not just doing badly. Yeah, those javelins did a lot of work. That was unit of like 40 guys a second ago. Holy shit. Yeah, we're just gonna let that keep happening then. So, their general is down to 3 guys. Move forward. I think you've thrown enough at him. Oh yeah, you can charge us. That's fine. I think it'll work out well for us. Anyway, that's their general dead. Yeah. And now he's made that checks out. All of you charge here. And all of you also charge here. And you just like walk away. You're not fighting the spearmen. We're gonna go on triple speed for a second. This should be the other family member dead as well, I hope. Pull back. All of this that's not cavalry. Get out of there. You guys just come over here, and you guys break for a second. We failed to run them down. That's fine. Oh, wait. Yeah, we got them. I just didn't notice we did. We're good. I'm stupid. All right, Unit 1, throw javelins or attack. I don't care which. It is now attack. No, we're not doing that. Sorry. Alright, that's that. Stack wiped. No serious losses involved. Continue just in case it gives me some shenanigans about them escaping, because that's unacceptable. Did you throw javelins at our own cavalry at the very last second? We lost 7 guys, killed 200. Seems pretty good. So that's their faction heir dead, 1 family member gone. The real question is, do I think east or west is a better way to push, or should I just go east to regroup faster? Looking at the war in Sicily that's upcoming, I think I want to come here and do a double attack on Lily Biome and Eric's. It'll end around here, out of their vision, and then start 2 sieges at once. I think that's the best plan. And then I know there's like 1 settlement around here, somewhere in this bulging section. And after that, I think we go west. I don't think Carthage has very dense settlements along either coast, to be honest. I'd be happy to sue for peace once I take Utica, Carthage, Clupea, and everything on Sicily. I don't really care that much about their mainland African territories. At least not right now. Right now, I have priorities elsewhere. Speaking of, let's go figure out every settlement that grew and have them construct the thing they need for it. That is one of the fastest ways to have happiness get out of control. Okay, there were only 3 settlements. They're all working on it now. Coming back to Syracuse, what can you recruit? Do you not have any barracks? What's the issue? Do I need this as well? I'm guessing that's what it is. I don't know what it could be that I need other than Colony 1 Italic to make this able to recruit units. I'm guessing that's the issue. So we're going to build this because it's critically important that we start getting all of these people out of here. By these people, I mean the Principes currently serving as garrisons, and, well, those are generals, obviously, but we have like 5 units of Principes up here that I really want to get out of here. And I guess we can someday be a recruiting center. It's not unreasonable. For the rest of this stuff, I think the most important buildings are the ones that give happiness in this region. And then I think we start spending our money going into legions again, expecting to, you know, do a lot more destructive work. Oh, well, if we're already out of money, then you can go ahead and lose those happiness buildings. That was a farm, but yeah, like that sewer is wholly unnecessary. I do think that's the most important building I'm building. That's obviously not a big deal, nor is it there. So with 8,000, surely that's enough to actually start retrain. Oh wait, I don't need to retrain this now. I can wait till later to save myself money. Yeah, let's not be stupid about this. Although increasing your weapon quality won't matter. So that gets us the next legion starting, which will probably go here to deal with them while they're still relatively undefended. I wanted to go straight to Athens, but I want a like massive, well-built army for that, and I just don't have one currently. And I'm happy to spend on this 7,000 because it's going to go into building the next legion, and otherwise I won't have the money. If I invest it into infrastructure now, I will run out of money before it. Maybe not. Because we're conquering a lot of stuff. In a few turns, I'll feel good about spending money, but not on it this turn. Oh yeah, we were supposed to be getting trade rights with this guy, the Cappadocian diplomat.
Address them at once.
And money matters less than it would have a second ago, admittedly, but like... You want to give me a few $100s?
You again?
Okay. What about you, Pontus? Does that seem reasonable to you? No? Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna walk away from this guy.
At once.
So he's just out of range, and then queue up another command to trade with him to try to trade next turn. Since he hated me this turn. It feels like I'm done this turn, but because I'm starting this war, I feel like I've forgotten something. I don't think there's anything else to do. He either died of old age or got assassinated the moment I put him in the settlement. I'm not sure which happened. Wait, did he get killed in a riot? Because it's rioting. I can't help but notice that even though I did the math and it said he shouldn't have rioted, that it is rioting. So I might load the end of turn autosave to see what went wrong there, because I'm pretty sure they should have been fine. If we got killed in a riot, I'll feel like I'm save scumming. Character affected, Marcus Attilius. Marriage celebrations. Suitable husband. But you showed me a man die here, and he is dead. So someone died, and when you die in a riot, it doesn't properly tell you about it. Interesting. And he was killed by the rioting. And Carthage has a 0% happiness right now. Let me load the end of turn save, because I did the math. It was going to go up to 70% plus from the stuff I was building. So they're at 55. I'm repairing a building that gives 10 and making a building that gives 10. That puts them to 75. Why did they riot? Like, Utica was fine, and they're doing the same thing. And when I hit end turn, Utica's fine, but Carthage isn't. That's so strange. I think I might know what it is. Let me do this again. So, I previously thought that if we go to the happiness thing here, they're getting 5% from law on happiness. That's from the shrine. The damaged wall is still giving its full happiness, so I just didn't understand that correctly. What does being damaged do then? Maybe it's different for different buildings, and for walls it's only that they're still down in the case of a siege. I'm not really sure. But that means that we did our math wrong here. We're not going up to 75, we're going up to 65. That could be solvable if these people can reach that settlement in time. You're dirt cheap, and your archers, of which I have a 0.
Imperator.
You can reach it. But I actually want these archers. Okay, we have dirt cheap skirmishers as well. So we take these skirmishers just hired, we run them up. Let's try that again. We run them up. Now you're at 65, going up to 75, just the same. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Misunderstanding of mechanics on how repairing buildings and happiness works. A damaged building, or at least a damaged wall, still does give happiness. So, new mechanics learned, understood, next turn. Their boats are screwing around on the African coastline. That's perfect. That's what I want to see. Is that fucking Numidia? No, that's... Is Sicily Numidia by another name? I don't know that Numidia is actually a faction. I wasn't expecting to get dialed by a one-man stack this turn from a faction I'd never seen. I'm assuming they're Carthage's ally, since that just happened. Lots of announcements this turn, to my surprise. Okay, good luck. Marcus the Handsome found himself a wife, unsurprised. Oh no, a governor died. Where were you? Shit, that's the worst place for you to have been. I suspect that Camarina's not gonna be happy when I step out. Yeah, they weren't good with that. How are the mercs doing? Oh, there's a new round of them. Nice. The thing is, they're like actually very expensive mercenaries, despite not being very good mercenaries. The guys in the Carthaginian coastline were way more cost effective. This city is barely okay without him. What about you? How's your happiness look? I can tell from here, right? There should be governor's influence plus 40. And the garrison's also currently worth nothing because there's not one. Okay, so I think, I could be wrong, I think I'm gonna just hire whoever has the cheapest upkeep out of all these units. In a hilarious twist of fate, it's this cavalry, but they're a much smaller unit than these guys. For 500 gold a turn, I get a little bit less. It's actually a better unit in my opinion as well. But there's less of them, that's the main difference. And I might need them, it might be like the breakpoint for the garrison value I need. Right, you're at 31, you're not thrilled, you're at, God, it's so close. Okay, but wait, I currently have 122 in the garrison. All of you step out. You come here. Juggle successful. This is a larger number, you come here, got it. Okay. God, please finish this colony so I can produce normal units to garrison these cities. It will save me so much money. Agent detected, who even cares? We are making stark nothing per turn. Hate that. You're not here yet. Let's make sure we don't, like, fully end our turn on top of a boat if we can avoid it. Next turn, they can land and I can stop stressing about this. Oh my God, and I'll have more governors. I can send all the governors over here and take all of the barrack shit out. I can get all these Principes back. That'll probably be worth doing once I wrap up the war in Sicily. Right, so this is literally just a guy, like a singular guy, right? Numidian Royal Cavalry does sound pretty excellent though, right? I'm not wholly convinced I beat that in a one-on-one. Gonna go ahead and let it keep the siege, I guess. Let's start by conquering Clupea and seeing how the garrison here looks. To me, this looks like an incredibly easy auto-resolve, but the mechanic tends to surprise me, not this time. Extermination. We don't have the people to make them happy. Leave behind the broken one. They hate it. They cannot handle it. I will not be recruiting here. I don't have the money to make 3 different settlements into proper recruiting centers. That's never going to happen. And we repair the wall, which does nothing for happiness. We build the temple to Saturn. And the only option I have here is to leave a governor. Sir, get in the city. At 65, we pop to 75 with the shrine. We just barely make it. We have 3 Principes. And with some temporary assistance from this governor, that is enough to relieve the siege. Let's get them out of here. How's your army look? It doesn't. I think if I attack him, he'll probably just back away. Going to step here and attack him. He didn't. I was right. He is overconfident. I can use Night Battle to get a little bit better, but I don't want to deal with the campaign map, so I won't. All right, there's not a lot of units here, so there's not a whole lot of complicated strategy. It's just a matter of where is Carthage. They are on the hill, because of course they are. I'll see all of you soon. Let me just get everyone in position. I'll have to walk there at triple speed, though. Because these spearmen have javelins, I'm not going to do it, but I'm very tempted to try to charge this Jav Cav. I'm kind of surprised they're not willing to run forward and skirmish me. Because if they do, I just don't trust the AI to run away properly. I expect them to get themselves caught. All right, the Jav Cav are coming forward to skirmish my Principes. It's not worth it to go in further, though. Just have the Principes run forward. There's no reason not to, because we're going to get attacked no matter what, but we're better in the skirmish phase by a fucking mile. Yeah, it's just sort of gross to watch. And since we're out, go in. How did you charge different... What's happening? You saw me... Stop. You saw me click on one unit, because you can only click on one unit, and then my units attacked different things. When you lock formation, does attack try its best to select different units to maintain the formation? If you have them all selected? Anyway, I guess we got the general. You just need to avoid this. Hey, buddy. It's fine. Fuck it. The general will help you. Never mind. You got him. This is not how I... Oh, that's not going well for you. Let's try again. All right, there we go. Apparently someone's not routing. I'm not sure who. I could have sworn you routed. Anyway, that's a fight. Was it a stack wipe? Did we get 85%? Yes, we got it.
Oh, Rome will be amazed at such a
Probably
victory.
50 men lost because of a little bit sloppy play, because I didn't know that locked formation attack would just do crazy shit trying to maintain the formation, but now I know. That's my best guess anyway. I could be wrong about why that happens. All right, can we stack wipe the other one? Yes, we can. Nice 1 unit of cavalry, fucker. Get out of here. Okay, so they're all the way against the wall of the map, which will make it a little bit hard to guarantee a stack wipe, but still shouldn't be too bad. As you can see, I've made a weird little bucket here with the intent of just guaranteeing us around no matter which unit they actually start moving towards. That's not going to be quite good enough. Whoops. Everyone throw javelins. You guys didn't quite get the memo on what that command was. Is it because I had the whole formation selected that it just freaked out again? I've got no idea why one of them threw javelins and the other two charged. I feel like 11 is more than we should have lost, but it's fine. Thanks, casualty replenishment. Would have lost a lot more without that mechanic. All right, those tiny armies that were attempting to mount a defense are gone. These Principes, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stand you in the open. You can retreat if somebody attacks you. You get back in Carthage, they are very unhappy. Okay. Happiness crises averted. Obviously, we're still not doing great on happiness in places like Carthage. But they're gonna be recruiting centers anyway, so having these other shrines will not just be good for short-term happiness, but long-term as a recruiting center. I believe it's Hadrumentum is the last settlement. I'm completely locked up. Been having a lot of weird lag with RTR today. Like that. Anyway, what settlement is this? It is Hadrumentum. Nice. Same siege equipment we've been using. And I believe that's everything done. We did get a retinue expansion. We got a captured flag. Neat. I don't think they'd come to war with us. I think we just outpower them so much they wouldn't do it. But we could be sending our next legion up there if we get taken by surprise. Oh yeah, we should also start building the next legion because I just forgot to do that this turn, which is just starting 2 Principes for now. Am I going to be able to make Equites with this? I want at least 1 unit. We have no family members to send at the moment with this legion. We took all of them to Sicily, huh? Probably wrong, but hopefully some kids come of age before this war starts. Let's talk to Cappadocia again. Look, guys, come on. I'm willing to give you a map info that's like way bigger than whatever map you have. That seems like a reasonable amount of money.
Generous proposal.
You just accept this time. Cool, thanks. Let's go look for Armenia. We might get body blocked. This could be a bad path to take, but I'm going this way. All right, I think that's it then. I think we're done for the turn. I'm always super worried I forgot something, but it's not like there aren't end of turn autosaves if I did. What do you have, Carthage? Come on. This is no good to waste my time. I need to do what Carthage does. All right, it got off the boat and I was terrified, and it's just one fucking guy who immediately got back on the boat. Oh, that was unexpected. Good job, Carthage. That was terrible. They did nothing. All right, there's a suitable husband. And I don't have the money for that, but I need generals. Even bad ones. So a couple people got married, good for them. War declared. Not on me this time, Pergamon and the Ptolemies. Pergamon was the offensive one in that one. They were on the left. I was not expecting that. Holy shit, hi! There's the Carthaginian army. You guys got lucky. So, Do you need this for garrison? You don't need it at all. Good. Come down here. Do you need this for garrison? Probably. No. Good. Come down here. Continue combining. We can't really afford to buy mercs, but these guys are gonna come back up and grab this stack when they're done with this. And they should just be done with this right now, right? Just, we have the start of turn autosave, check what auto-resolve does. You lost 60. Normally, I'm more than happy to lose 60 soldiers to not play a siege. I don't know that I can afford to lose 60 soldiers right now. Yeah, I'm gonna play it myself. Because as you can see, we lost almost all 60. I think it was actually all 60 from the Equites, and we kind of need those. I'm gonna take the night battle, even though I hate the map, because I need every benefit I can get here. I didn't realize there'd be a horrific nightmare storm of black fog when I started the battle at this time. I guess I made a mistake.
Now there will be
I think just politely stop shooting once you get to the wall. Good. Alright, I think I should be good to take this position without pulling. I don't suspect the AI is going to stop me. Although I didn't actually take the position I wanted, did I? Alright, that's pretty much what I wanted them to be doing. We're good there. Alright, so if I wanted to, I can start the fight now by using some arrows. But what I want to do instead is see if I can't get my cavalry safely to the other side of this road. I'm hoping they'll just ignore them. But the AI is a little bit more prone to actually doing shit. Yeah, could you shoot them? Second unit of Equites, charge them in case they keep going. You do not want to stop. Alright, now you can turn around. Now that you're safely out of the way from the other one. It's bad for the first round of Equites, but then the second round of Equites should get there and mostly save their lives. What the fuck was that charge? They just completely broke off. They ran into the wall. The enemy general is routing. That's a good sign.
Enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Okay, good.
The enemy general is slain.
Completely
and now
killed.
His men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Get out of there. Like, actually just leave. You don't need to be involved anymore. You guys can come in here. What the fuck is going on with my cavalry here? Just do your best to escape with your lives. You'll be my first losses, so you'll regenerate. No, keep going. You're done fighting. Your part's over. Move here. Move here. They're dead. It's fine. So, what are you gonna do, Spearman? Alright, all of you, spears directly into the backs. All of you, attack. Oh, you should probably just stop shooting, though. Anyway, now we grind them down. High defense stats, good melee. Massively outnumbered and surrounded. Just gonna take a hot second because of, you know, siege nonsense. Cool, so this time we lost 40, and the first losses were on the Equites who will be regenerating, if anyone is regenerating. And that's an obvious exterminate every single time. So last time we had like 60 missing Equites, this time we have about 20 missing Equites, which is much easier to manage. We leave behind a unit of 62 Principes, and we do have to just leave that, unfortunately. We might have to leave more, we might not have a choice in the matter, unfortunately. Obviously, we're going to destroy everything they have that produces units, because that's just not what this city is for. They need more garrison than this. There are no mercenaries to recruit for them. We got a lot of extra movement on my general. What I can do is I can step into this territory and see if they have different mercs. They don't. I just have to give up a unit of Principes. There's no other option. That's still nowhere near enough. The garrison's only worth 30 right now. Why is this place such a problem? Culture penalty minus 50%. I can destroy this blacksmith. I don't need that. Still the same minus 50%. I don't know if it'll actually be any better if I destroy every single thing they have. I just need to keep giving up Principes. I hate it. I don't have a choice. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, we need a little bit more. That does mean that we can probably afford to take out the weaker unit, because they're currently at 80. They got them to 70. They go back up to 80 with the thing. So now we walk up here, rejoin with the commander. We're going to, is there anything we can take from this settlement? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, they're at low tax. Any new mercs? None. Come up to Carthage. I think we can afford to take this Principe. I don't think they need that. They did not come to here outside the city. Take these. I'm completely willing to lose units of Principes at this point. That's fine. So we have a very solid half stack, but they have a complete full stack. And as good as these units are, I'm not convinced I have what it takes to win in a fight. Well, let's drop this off first. Let's just come do this part of the plan. If I drop them off here, this is the corner of... Okay, I'm gonna need to have them come off separately. I can't drop off the army. But we take just half the army. Take the faction air leads one with half the family units, goes to the smaller city. Same strategy as always, ladders with towers where I can afford them. Everyone else comes to Eric's instead. Same siege equipment. The spy, I think, came with one of these. No, he's still on the boat. I no longer need this spy. Get on the boat. We're gonna send this boat this way, potentially to evacuate our army and potentially just to drop off some spies. I'm gonna save and reload and see if that can't fix this problem. I hate the night map. Nope, it has remembered that this is the night map. That is deeply unfortunate. So here's the deal that I'm thinking. I don't have any reason to believe I can beat this in a fight right now. So I'm gonna hide this army in the corner. They can't get to me because they'll get stopped by the city. And then next turn I can have a better engagement. Maybe, I don't know. I can at least have an engagement with the town as part of the battle map though. I can move over and sally forth, use the walls to my advantage maybe. That would be potentially helpful. But we can't beat that in an open field battle, or at least we can't beat that easily in an open field battle without knowing the contents of their army. I'm not going to assume. My Discord, not yours. I don't think I can beat that easily. Unlike most fights we've had, that one looks pretty bad. Anyway, continuing to build the army over here. We got 2 generals now. We're building a larger stack of Principes. Is anything going to be coming back up here for this, or do you need Equites too? It looks like I'll need Equites too, but not yet. We just need a basic army first. They didn't run in and attack me yet. It's such a weak army. I can take them on. I'm sure I can. But I need to have a few more units and hopefully get a few more family members before then. God, it's dark. It's so impossibly dark. That's a rebel settlement. All right, hit end turn so that the sun can come back up, please. Carthage is going for Carthage. Makes sense. I'd probably go for that one too. All right, the only news is that Carthage got besieged. I doubt I'm the most advanced. It's me, holy shit. That's nice to hear. Let's take this diplomat now that we can see the sun again. Keep looking for Armenia. Not just yet. We're up to 5 units of Principes, 6 really, 7, 8 after this. I think with 2 more Principes, we're ready to transition. Actually, we'll do 3 more Principes down here. That's 2 turns of travel time. So that's 5 more turns of production. So we're gonna wanna do it like that. And I'm not willing to really wait that long. So we're just gonna build 1 more Principe and take a smaller, weaker army north rather, because I think we can take them, even as they currently are. They're just so small and so weak. Legion 3 is gonna be a kind of weak one. And I mean, obviously there's a big climactic fight that needs to be happening here, but like, does it really need to be happening? We could just sack Carthage again for more money, right? Just real quick, fake a sally. They have 2 family members, a ton of these god-awful skirmishers, a big chunk of Libyan light infantry. What are you? K-Trotty infantry. I don't want more details on these units, but this is not an impressive army. They built a general's bodyguard. Is this like a glitch, or is that supposed to be there? Because that is an unnamed Carthaginian's general bodyguard. And that's very weird. We're not actually sallying. Stop that. God, if we were able to take these 2 additional units of Principes, we might have been able to think we could fight them. But it does look pretty bad right now. Let's do something easy, because I think I'm going to save that fight for next video. I've been recording for quite a while. Let's do the easy stuff in the turn first, because these sieges look pretty one-sided. 260 guys, very easy to win this, but let's see if auto-resolve's going to let us. 48 casualties, that's incredibly reasonable. And it doesn't look like they stack them on the units that I love. We have to exterminate, otherwise we just won't be able to do it. Wait, are these not the same unit? You're mercenary Lucanian infantry, and you're just actual Lucanian infantry. My bad. You could have fooled me. Is there a difference in this? I don't think there's a difference in what they look like. Anyway, we're gonna leave behind the Lucanian infantry. Wait, which one do you have? You have Mercenary Samnite Hoplites. You actually have a different one. Okay. We're gonna leave behind the slightly weaker unit. Join up with the other army. Unsurprisingly, they hated this. Let's start destroying their buildings. Maybe that'll set them right. I doubt it will actually help, but what's the worst that could happen? I make money. We get started on this. We repair the wall. We lower the tax rate. They need a little bit more, but not too much more. Let's see if we can't auto-resolve the next one as well. Looks far easier. 42 casualties. I don't quite know who they went on immediately, which means it can't have been anyone too important. Take extermination again. We weren't losing fan members in those, were we? No, resistance is futile. We're gonna leave behind... Are you like an expensive merc or a normal merc? You're a pretty expensive merc. So I'm gonna keep you with the army and leave behind this one. Step out of the city. They absolutely hate this to death. They want my blood. And as always, we start by destroying their money. Or destroying their buildings for money, rather. And destroying their temples to the wrong gods, of course. Can't have those. Repair their wall, build the temple to Saturn. And yeah, they're not a fan. Pictor's not great, and he's not good enough to make them happy. Gaius Attilius is a pretty good governor. And this place looked like it was never going to be happy, so Gaius Attilius, can you fix this? Not even you, huh? Another garrison would do it. I hate those words. They're so close to okay. Theoretically, a larger garrison might just be enough. Just enough, okay. 57 here, they're not gonna be okay. But again, a little bit larger garrison should be just enough. They're up to 62, the temple gets them over the 70 threshold. I took my spies away and I don't remember where the cities are. They're here and there. We're not sending this army to Carthage to help. That's not happening. We're finishing off Sicily. So one unit goes here, and the other half of the stack will be heading in the other direction. And that is Sicily consolidated. This guy doesn't even have proper walls. It's just a family member in there. Okay, so that's everything in Sicily taken. Carthage no longer has any risk posed to me from this area. It's all mainland Africa now. How's my diplomat doing? How's literally anything other than this climactic battle look? Because I don't want to think about that. Oh, we already moved him. That's a shame. It means I don't have much else to think about. We just sort of have to go fight this. That'll be 4 units of Equites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of Principes. 8 to 4 is a good ratio. Really, I'd want like 10 to 5 to 5, with the ratio being infantry to cavalry to archers, but I can't build archers at all, and that makes everything weird. But looking at this army, that should be good enough to take on Bononia and just rip them apart and start fighting in Cisalpine Gaul and making money and put them ever becoming a like actual real rival. This is a good enough city to have more recruiting centers in the north, although I'm probably just gonna allow it to be that and not actually build the stuff for it. So there's one thing left to do in this turn.
Orders.
And I'm really not sure how you would do that. Any merc show up between turns? No. I have an infantry line of 5.5 Principes. They have an infantry line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Libyan spearmen, 1 Libyo-Phoenician infantry. So I do think that on the whole, I have a much better infantry line, but I am outnumbered by about 25%. They have a ton of skirmishers, but with their main infantry being spearmen, I don't know that I can safely use my cavalry to kill it. I have a massive cavalry advantage. They have 75 generals bodyguard. I have 240 equites. I have notably more command stars. Wait, that's not true.
Orders.
Right, yeah, the people leading Legion 2 were not actually good at it. That's right. 1 second. We can get some more generals down here. For the fight that's upcoming, I might be entirely willing to let this riot for a hot second, but let's see what it looks like when you step out. Is it even remotely salvageable? No, they're done. They're furious. I don't even need the boat to get there, actually.
Ready to sail.
Anyway, I'm gonna have one spy walk out here. And honestly, I'm just gonna have both spies walk out here. I don't need them anywhere urgently. I want to stop thinking about them. We can borrow this general. We can get this general.
Sir.
We can get a general back in time. It won't be a problem.
Ready to sail. Set sail.
Can you hire a mercenary where you are? No. But still, the correct thing to do is to drop this off here,
All ashore.
just in case it turns out I made horrible
Ready to
mistakes.
sail.
Hide in the
Captain.
port,
Orders.
move to
Onward.
here,
Urging armies.
take
Orders.
you.
March. Joining forces.
I'll take a 40 unit of Prankapace. Every single man counts. I should have brought this guy too. There was no reason not to. Can I still?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can still. Because they're already rioting.
Sir.
I need
Aye,
everything.
aye, Captain.
I need every single unit Rome can muster.
Aye, Captain.
And hide in the
Set
port.
sail. Orders.
And this, plus the handful of people inside the city, will be our final army. We're going to try to find a way to use the Carthaginian walls in the fight if we can. Which means we want to reposition around to here, and that means we actually can't use them in the fight. That'd be an open field battle. But that's me for next time, because I'm stressed about that and I don't really know how to fight it. I've been going for a while anyway. For now, I'm done. I've been rather incoherent. This has been the Carthaginian Blitz. Are you really playing Rome Total War if you don't find a way to fit that into your opening plans? I mean, come on. And next time, whether it's the start of Carthage's fall or just their actual fall, will be determined by a field battle. If we wipe out this stack, then Carthage falls with it. If they manage to succeed and we lose a legion and Carthage with it, then we've still taken a massive advantage in this war, right? Like, the settlements on Sicily we've taken are tremendous. It'll take Carthage years to take back the rest of their territory here. It would obviously be terrible to lose the fight, but we'd still have won the war, even if we lose everything over here in the coming turns. But let's be honest, I don't want to win the first war with Carthage on a technicality. I want to win the only war with Carthage in a landslide. And that's why I'm so worried about the field battle. But like I said, that's for next time. For now, I'm done. I've been rather incoherent. This has been Rome Total Realism, Imperium Surrectum. Thanks to the mod team for developing such an awesome mod. Thanks to you for watching the video, and thank you to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B. Hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one.